On you lovely people, hope you guys are doing well, hope you guys are doing good. It's your boy Roliver Queen, and if this is your first time on the channel and you happen to enjoy the content, please be sure to hit that like, hit that sub, and turn on your notifications. Today we are going to do a little recap of New York Comic Con. It was a crazy weekend. A lot of crazy shit got announced, especially on the DC side. But yeah, let's not waste any more time, and let's jump in, y'all, and get active in the chat, because I know for sure there's gonna be a lot of feelings, a lot of mixed emotions depending on what I'm gonna go through. So let's get it, y'all. So if y'all in the chat, let's get active. And also I might have a guest or two join us. I know I'm doing this in the afternoon and all the other fellas are busy, but yeah, hopefully one of them pop in. If not, we're just gonna raw dog it. So let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. So I'm gonna follow this mainly from the Adventures in Poor Taste Twitter account, because I just like the way that they cover the news. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of go through this whole entire thing in order, I guess. But so I guess the first big thing to come out of New York Comic Con is Absolute Catwoman. So I'm not sure if me or the fellas like theorized Absolute Catwoman being one of the new projects to come out of the Absolute line, but there were rumblings about it. There were rumblings, like, you know, people were kind of speculating because, you know, people seem to like this version of Selena in the Absolute version, in the Absolute universe. So I was like, all right, cool. And yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like the design is sick. We don't know too much about the premise. I think we maybe Snyder might have gave us a little something, but yeah, this was expected. This was expected, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Absolute Batman issue where she first debuted sold like hotcakes. I got me a copy. I still have to catch up, but yeah, man, there's a lot of hype around this, and it's Che Grayson. I'm not too familiar with who Che Grayson is, so if anybody in the chat could let me know, by all means, please do. And it's also going to be co-written by Scott Snyder, which makes sense. Which makes sense. That's cool. You know, he's doing spearheading everything, and here's what I like about this. Like, I believe Che Grayson is a person of color. So the fact that Scott Snyder is boosting up a person of color, you know, in terms of like the industry, and especially with a big book like this, so let's believe this is big. I like that. I like that. This is how you cultivate talent. This is how you grow talent. You know, especially, you know, non-white talent. So I'm happy for this. I will definitely check it out. Am I gonna be on top of it? Because I'm not on top of a lot of the Absolute stuff, at least currently. I just like to read them in chunks. Yeah, so I can't promise I'm gonna stay consistent with covering it, but I will be buying this 100%. And yeah, Absolute Batman is a banger. Like, I just finished reading the first couple issues, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. I see what Snyder's doing. He's wild on that book. He's wild, but I see what he's doing. And Absolute Catwoman, yeah, it makes perfect sense, man. It makes perfect sense. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about Absolute Catwoman. Are you excited about it? You know, if you know what Che Grayson has done, again, let me know. If you're excited about that, cool. If you're excited about Snyder co-writing, cool. But yeah, this was expected, and I'm excited to see where this book goes. It's a mini, but we've played the mini game before. All right, Absolute Martian Manhunter. It got extended like the first day it came out. So I have no doubt that this will be the same case. But moving on, what other great news did we get? We have more of the, yeah, this is the costume pretty much. I mean, I guess we're gonna stick on it. Yeah, the costume looks cool. Yeah, I like it. Hold on. Is she gonna be part of like that Black Mask crew? Because this is how Black Mask looks. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So looks good. I can't wait to see it in action. And let's see here. What else? This is more stuff about it. This, I guess we got a Poison Ivy and Harley story. I mean, there's nothing really to rave home about this. If I'm being honest, like a lot of the stuff from this first day, like the first day of the con, we didn't really get too much announcement. So I'm just gonna breeze by those. But hey, I'm not too familiar with Erica Henderson, so if you're excited for this, cool. If you're not, I don't blame you personally. But yeah, we could move on. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is just some more absolute Catwoman variants, and did we? Nah, this is more of the, what is it? Age of Revelation stuff, which already came out. I don't know. We'll get to more of the Marvel stuff later, but yeah, there's nothing really special to rave home about here. If I'm being honest, again, this is stuff that came out already. But let's see here. Oh, I guess there's a new Eve Ewing X-Men book that's out. Expert X-Men. Okay, cool. I guess there's one announcement here that I'm waiting to talk. There you go. I guess this is like the big thing to come out of the Marvel side, at least on that day. So there's gonna be a new initiative for X-Men called In the Shadows of Tomorrow. Shadows of Tomorrow. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Seriously, what are we doing? Like, I couldn't even really tell you what's going on with From the Ashes, and I don't know, the energy around the X-Men just seems so weird right now. Like, it's almost like Marvel doesn't know what they're doing. And even when I was poking around and checking out what was going on with the Age of Revelation stuff, apparently they did this before. They did something similar to this, just so they can, oh shoot, we got Steph in the building. Yo, Steph, what's going on, brother?
Hello, brother. What's up?
I ain't shit. We just talking about X-Men Age of... Fuck all that. Yeah, the new X-Men relaunch that's coming out, bro. Like, I was just saying, bro, I don't know what's going on with X-Men right now. Like, it seems like they've kind of hit a wall, because even from the Ashes, there's no real hype around it. Like,
No.
it's nothing. It's like X-Men, from what I'm hearing, is good. Storm is what I'm hearing is good, but I don't hear too much talk about anything else. Like, what is your take on all of this?
Well, when it comes to the X-Men, I don't care.
Yeah, it's
It's just so nothing's happening, right? Like, I've never been like an avid X-Men reader, so me saying I don't care doesn't really mean anything. But like at the same time, it's like we had a giant, line-wide relaunch that was taking it kind of back to being a little bit nostalgia baity and being more of like a status quo reset kind of, right? Wash our hands of Krakoa, and then go back to something that kind of resembles business as usual, and then people clearly weren't fucking with that, and now we're here.
Yeah.
And it just kind of feels like they... Obviously, we got like Revelation and whatever, and we stopped basically all the books so that we can do that. And now most of these books are getting like relaunched. Like the Storm one is getting relaunched.
Yep.
It's got like the same crew, but it's just another number one. I'm pretty sure.
Same crew.
Yeah, and then Wolverine, for some reason he's allowed to keep his numbering. I don't really get why, but whatever.
Yep.
No. Fuck it. Like,
it's like, what is this? There was one I was just looking at. Like, what is it? Like, I didn't even know this was a thing.
I know.
Like, what?
Well, I mean,
this is part of the Age of Revelation stuff. Okay, it makes sense. My fault.
Yeah, this is this is part of. I guess issue 1 comes out this month, I guess.
Okay.
So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, because I think we definitely got some new announcements. Like, I'm just scroll. Okay, all right. Now this is the Okay. In Inglorious X-Force by Tim Seeley. I mean,
Okay, cool.
it,
I don't know. It's got Helverine. I guess it's neat.
like
I don't know.
this, I don't know. I don't feel compelled to pick this up. I mean,
I don't either. I don't feel compelled to pick really anything that they got
yeah,
going on in the X-Men books. I mean, like, I don't really. I mean, like, other than, I guess, Deadpool, but it's not really because of Deadpool. It's just because of Percy being on
yeah.
Deadpool. That's really it. I don't even really like. I don't really fuck with Deadpool like a lot, like at all, really. But
Mhm.
like, I mean, like Percy. I guess I'll check it out. I don't know. I
It's,
don't. None of
it's
this.
so
None of this bullshit matters.
it doesn't like roll like. And here's the thing. Like I don't mean to, you know, be mean. I'm not trying to be mean, but a lot of these books that are coming out, like these relaunches, like the previous books didn't do so hot. So like,
No.
why are we rewarding? Why are we rewarding mid with more mid? Like, of course, the first couple issues will sell. You know, they'll sell up, but they're gonna taper, especially if it's the same creative team. Like it's
Yeah. I mean. I mean, like, how many of these are minis?
well, we don't know because you know how Marvel does.
Yes,
Yeah,
obviously.
they'll keep hush about what exactly the status of the book is,
Yeah.
and then if it sells well, even if it sells well at this point, they're still gonna relaunch.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah, Moon Knight is
Oh
getting
yeah,
like a fourth relaunch, you know?
yeah. That one's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we like Cyclops. I mean, we thought McKay was gonna be doing this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why he look like he Wolverine? Like, what are we? What's going on here?
You gotta make him look raw.
Like, he's raw as is.
I mean, he's raw as is, but like, you know, this is a number one. Like, how many times has Cyclops had a solo book?
That's very true. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't know if he's ever had one, to be honest. Like, I don't actually remember this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. First impression, you gotta make a big one, I guess. I don't know.
Like, bro, what the fuck is this? What is this?
That's X-23, man. Like, I don't, you know,
What
like,
is
why not?
this? See, like, okay, let's see here. Okay, well, Storm, yeah, like
Storm,
that
yeah, no,
one,
this
yeah,
is good.
yeah. We all
Stupid
know
that it's another number one, but you know, that's that makes
yeah.
sense.
I've been hearing like a lot of good things about that book, which is
Yeah,
great.
I hear that one is really, really good. I do have to tap into that one.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, like more Gotham news, or this is more absolute Catwoman stuff.
Yeah, it really can't be like understated how badly DC just like washed Marvel.
It's so bad. Like,
It's embarrassing, dude.
I mean, dude, look at. Hold on. I want to put the full thing up here.
You could.
Like,
This is how badly they got washed that you could do like stupid bullshit like this, and it's still like this isn't a
Bro.
negative.
like,
This is.
really? Like, I looked at that, I was like, this can't be real.
How did you even get half of these?
Like, bro,
What? Maybe I'm just an idiot, and maybe they like own a lot of these, and I'm just forgetting. But like, you got the fucking teddy bear from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. You got fucking Homelander. You got Red
Sub-Zero.
Sonja. How did you do this?
like, bro,
Like, Sub-Zero makes sense because they're Warner Brothers, but like, how did you get like everyone else?
like, like, bro, I don't understand, bro.
And there's a fucking Something is Killing the Children Swamp Thing crossover. Like, that's nuts.
Like,
That one is nuts.
bro, did DC just wake up and decide to choose violence?
Yes. No, they did.
They bro, they took
They
out
did. They had to.
they came out with the belt. They said whop whop. Like
Yeah.
this alone stole the show.
That was
This
crazy.
alone.
This is nuts. But like I don't. But like Marvel, all they had was like Williamson Iron Man, which is fine. But like, you know, it's not actually
this.
announcing a Catwoman like mini. It's not, you know, doing that whole, you know, the Vertigo.
Yeah.
The Vertigo present. Holy shit.
Yeah, I have that pulled up. Like, here are the books from Vertigo. And here's the thing: I'm not a Vertigo person, but I'm interested. Like, we got
the Rom V like spy book.
That sounds like it's going to be good.
Need that. I need it.
Like, we got Bleeding Hearts. I mean, Camp. You know, this Camp. Like, this is definitely worth picking up. End of Life. I mean, the only ones that like that really stick out to me is, the Crying Doll, Mariko Tamaki, big Mariko Tamaki fan. 100 Bullets, the U.S. of Anger. Okay, I have a lot of Brian Azzarello stuff that I just haven't like read, which is my fault. There's The Peril of the Brutal Dark, Chris Condon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
And then obviously, you know, Black Tower.
Black Tower, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. We got what else? Oh, dude, The Walking Shadow by Simon Spurrier.
Yeah.
Okay, I know Spurrier's your guy.
Yeah, he's a little bit. Only read Flash, but you know, I think he's probably more Elvis's guy because he did all that Hellblazer stuff.
Mm-hmm. What else? We got The Cretaceous by Tom Taylor. I think this is like another horror.
Yeah, it's like a zombie dinosaur.
Okay, I mean, Taylor and horror, like that's like peanut butter and jelly at this point.
I guess I don't know enough about the, you know.
Yeah, because he did Deceased. Like Deceased was his baby.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's dude. Even on the Vertigo side, they kicking ass. Like, my gosh. And then we got DCKO. Like, we already talked about that first issue, but like,
we did.
But let's talk about some things that's spinning out of here. Oh my gosh! So this is the roster. This is shit we've already seen. Yeah. But let's get to some of the announcements. So yeah, we got Superman versus Captain Atom. So we have a little bit more information on like what the fights are gonna be. So
yeah,
that's Superman. That should be. That's a good. It's a good balance, especially with the things that happened with Captain Atom in the last couple months. Yeah. So Captain Atom can like take people's powers and shit now. So that's
it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how Superman.
What else we got? We got like Jay Garrick and Guy Gardner.
What's it?
I'm not gonna say anything crazy. I'm just gonna let that one.
I'm gonna let that one ring. They still have. I still have to make a TikTok for all that.
Aquaman and Hawkman. All right.
That's
fine.
Okay.
That's good.
It's good. All right. Jeremy Adams and John Timms. I mean, that's the same. More or less the same creative team on the Aquaman book.
Yeah.
So okay, that should be a good fight. Let's see here.
Like Red Hood is fighting Joker, isn't he?
He's fighting Joker.
Yeah, of course he is.
Wonder Woman and Lobo.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's cool.
And Joelle Jones. This is good because. So okay, all right. That should be a good fight. Like
that'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially Lobo been through some shit also. So let's see here. Cyborg versus Swamp Thing.
I like it.
Yeah, you could do some.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, you could do some cool shit there. It's the same dude who's writing the Titans book. So it adds up. All right. Let's see here. Harley Quinn versus Zatanna by Leah Williams and Stephen Byrne. So that would be interesting. Right.
Like I can't wait for Harley to win for some bullshit reason.
Don't do that to Zatanna, man.
She's gonna lose. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Because you can't put anything past Harley. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, here's the other thing is that like Zatanna's getting another book, right?
Uh.
So
Mm-hmm.
it feels like, with the book, there's very clearly like a Zatanna push in general. Obviously, he had like Bring Down the House, and then there was like that other 6 issue with like,
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Campbell or whatever. And then she's gonna get another book. I'm thinking probably like maybe they'll let her win because this is part of like a big push for
Yeah.
like an eventual DCU thing. Like this might be like a synergy thing. So they
Yeah.
might let her win. But also Harley is Harley.
Yeah.
Just
I
kind of
just
like
when that issue comes out, and depending on who wins, oh, it's gonna be anarchy. Oh, it's one total anarchy. Total anarchy. Oh,
oh man, it'll be fun to watch.
oh, absolutely. So it's, but
Watch the
yeah, and
timeline just fucking implode.
oh, it's gonna implode. I mean, they're already pissed that Harley supposedly has Speed Force powers, like because of like the page at the back of DCK issue 1. Like we don't know if it's Speed Force powers, but people are already pissed. Like, how did Harley get Speed Force powers? Like, read the book. The fuck.
Okay, to be fair, are they wrong in just assuming that they gave her that?
I mean, I would
With
also
how
like
they
the
with how
context.
much they with how much favoritism they give Harley, is it really that like crazy that editorial was just like, okay, she can have Speed Force powers to keep up with everybody?
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, listen, I understand it. I 100% understand it, but I also want to know the context. Like, I'm sure it's just not like, oh, she just has Speed Force powers all of a sudden.
Oh
So,
no, obviously not.
yeah.
Like she didn't just magically have them. I'm just saying, like, they'll give her that.
Oh yeah. So I
You
mean,
know,
if it makes sense, maybe Jay Garrick dies, and his powers get transferred over to her, and also Cap.
God is good. God is good to me.
Oh God! Also, remember, Captain Adam now can give people's powers to other people, so that's a
Yeah,
possibility too.
that is also true. Yeah.
So, that one is going to be worth keeping an eye on. Those are the variants. Okay. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
This is the one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot regarding this one. First of all, it's Snyder and Williamson. So,
Yeah.
and we also got the news that apparently, you can lose a fight, but you can respawn as a different version of yourself.
Oh.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah. So that's the stipulation. And also too, we just found out that whatever they're doing on Dark Patterns is gonna matter here.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
yo,
All right.
yo.
Fine.
I mean, we were all
I don't know
functioning
what that
on.
means, but I
I don't know
gotta,
what it means either, but I mean, we've been speculating that Dark Patterns was like a out of continuity thing, but I mean, I'm for it.
have people
I'm
been saying it's out of continuity?
I think that's I think that's the understanding.
I
I think
I thought
that's
it was just like somewhere. It's not like it was out of continuity. It was just that where it is in the continuity doesn't matter beyond like its early Batman.
oh, okay, okay,
Like
okay,
it was
okay.
just a thing that happened at some point. It doesn't like there's no specific like pair of stories that happens in between. It's just somewhere within that kind of like status quo of him not having Batman and him not having Robin and being like early days type shit.
Oh, okay, all right,
Um,
that makes sense. So I mean, we'll see, and I think it makes sense that it's these guys who are writing it because Red Hood has had a very troublesome last couple weeks. So if
yeah,
there's anybody that can get people to give a shit, it's Williamson and Snyder, one
yeah.
hundred percent.
Plus, like this kind of matchup, you would probably want somebody who is like a big name on it anyway.
Yeah, you can't
Because
just throw
like this
anybody.
is this is payback. Like
Oh
this
yeah.
is yeah, this is gonna be like nutty for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does he have a fucking crowbar? He has a crowbar. God damn it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he got a crowbar. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Joker's got a crowbar again. Oh boy.
And also, I can't. I'm also not too sure which Joker this is because there's two of them running around right now.
Yeah.
So if this is the OG Joker, Jason's really gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
He's really gonna go crazy. So that's this is gonna be fun, to say the least. Let's see here. We talked about this, you know, the Horsemen, and oh, we got some previews of a Knightfight.
Yeah.
So again, that should be cool. Batman will be fighting versions of Robin that became Batman, and they're all better Batmans than he will be. So which Robin are you more looking forward to? I guess that's a good place to start.
Here's the thing, right? We know we have like some semblance of what Dick would be like if he was Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have stories about Dick being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Jason, though.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one where it's like, okay, if Red Hood is the one who becomes Batman, what is the difference there? Like, what is the key difference?
Yeah.
I think that one would probably be the most interesting to, like, have an actual book around.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know, this, I'm not going to say, like, out the gate that this is not going to do the idea justice, but I think, like, like, him fighting on paper, I think just a straight-up book, even if it is a mini, about, like, Red Hood being Batman would be better than Batman having to fight just a version of Red Hood that is Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like, it's done after, like, one issue. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that, like, you can explore there that is worth a solo book in general, even if it is just like a mini. But you know, it's gonna be at least there, and maybe if people respond to it, they give it a book anyway. Like,
yeah,
like who's to say like this is Batman and these are Batman characters becoming Batman? Who is to say that they don't just see the reception for this and then give like all of them a book?
Yeah,
because it's fucking Batman. Like it's just it's the breadwinner, right?
The one that keeps the lights on.
Yeah, he's the one who keeps the lights on. Do we have a picture of all of the Batman suits? Because I just want to like, I feel like we should talk about them for a second.
Hold on, I think so. Let me see, because this is all from the. This is all from the panel.
This is all from the panel, yeah.
Yeah, I figured that's like the. Let me pull up. Let me see if I could find it on here. Because you got to be careful when you search shit up on Twitter. Because next thing you know, there's a cock on the screen. So
yep.
Night fight. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think these are it. Yes, I think these are it.
That's it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That is goddamn.
That Red Hood. That Red Hood one is fire, bro.
That Red Hood one, the Damian one.
Oof. Yep.
With the sword, that's literally just like if Blade was Batman.
Yo.
That's what it is. That's Blade's Batman suit right there.
Yo. I need that.
And white. But like that's that suit is so fucking sick. I think the only one that I kind of don't like is just Tim.
Yeah, it's doing too much.
It just looks like a different version of a Nightwing suit. It just looks like a different version of what if Dick was Batman.
It kind of
different enough.
Yeah, and it also looks like another version of the current suit, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Yeah, it's too bright. It pops too much for me.
That blue is too. Blue is genuinely too bright.
No.
Yeah, that one's definitely the worst one.
Yeah.
The other three, banging.
Banging. Yeah, but that
banging. They're so cool. Like, That Red Hood one with the fucking crossbow. Is that a crossbow?
My.
That's a crossbow.
That looks like it might be bro, it looks like it might be like a gun of some sort. I could be. Oh no, it is a crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crossbow.
Oh shit.
Is he in the? Oh, that makes sense. Red Hood would fuck everything up and make the apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's why it looks like the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. And that spray paint though, bro. That spray paint. Oof.
Yeah, the spray painted bat symbol. That's crazy.
Oh hell yeah. I need that. So now we made it to next level. So this is going to be the next phase of DC coming out of DCKO. And all right, let's jump into what we got here. So this is the tease. So we got Batwoman that's coming. We got Zatanna. We got Deathstroke. We got Lobo, Firestorm, and Nuclear Man. The Demon. Batman Shot of the Bat. Apparently that's coming back. Barbara Gordon Breakout, and more. So, off rip, I like this. This is this is what you call diverse.
This is a very, very good lineup.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very, very, very good lineup. I'm honestly shocked to see the Demon.
Yeah.
When was the last time he had like a book? It was like a while ago.
Like decades ago, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that. Lobo's getting another book. The Deathstroke book ended like 5 years ago or something.
Yeah, because Williamson did Deathstroke for a short bit, but the last long one was Priest.
Yeah, that was like 2016 when that started running.
Yeah,
and then it was like 2021. Yeah, so that's that's a pretty good one. Firestorm, hell yeah. Zatanna, we already talked about it, but hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Batwoman, Battle with a Bat, and then a Barbara Gordon book. Obviously, people are gonna be like, bat slop, but like, I don't know, show up for something else. I don't know.
Boom. And also, Greg Rucka's coming back to Batwoman.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's also Greg Rucka.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I want to know who's writing the Deathstroke and the Lobo. Those are the two that I'm like, who on the roster, because they had a graphic with like with like a bunch of artists and writers on it. And I'm just wondering like who's who.
I mean, we know Greg. We know Rucka is on Batwoman. We know Jamal Campbell is probably going to be on Zatanna.
Okay.
I don't. Scotty Young is doing not Deathstroke. Lobo.
Scotty Young is Lobo. Okay.
Everybody
Williamson,
else, we don't know.
I think that might be that might be Camp Deathstroke. That might be it. That might be the one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
I know I haven't been the biggest Camp fan as of late, but I would read the fuck out of a Camp Deathstroke book.
That's actually like a perfect match. I kind of need that one. Is the. That's it. That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. It has to be.
It has to be.
It can't be anybody else. It's Deathstroke, and Camp gets bloody. We read the Ultimates. Camp gets bloody. Oh, we got somebody in the chat. Hold on. You said Frank G said DC is killing it. Absolutely, it's a massacre.
It's a massacre.
It's a massacre.
Really is. Literally, like the only, like, notable things, not even exciting things, just notice the notable things in general that happened during the Marvel panel is like Williamson Iron Man, and all of the books that people like are just ending. That's
it. That's literally. Also, Frank G, thank you for commenting, man. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's bad, and also too, like, listen, I need to know. I need to know what book Mariko Tamaki is on. Okay, I need that. I need that. All right, I don't care what book it is. If you put Mariko Tamaki on Deathstroke, I'll read it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because she knows how to get. She did Batman, and if it's Mariko Tamaki on Shadows of the Bat, I will leak my nudes. I will leak my nudes. I will leak them. I will leak my own nudes. Won't. Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yes, I will. I will leak them.
All right.
I will 100% leak them.
Well, if it doesn't happen, then I'll leak them.
Oh, say it. Hey, no problem, man.
All right, cool.
But yeah, so we still have to wait, and I figure we probably won't know the full details until like maybe a November solicit or a December solicit. So yeah, I'm excited for this, man, and I'm trying to find the tweet here, but yeah, this is it. This is it. All right, I talked about it before you came on, but I like what Scott is doing. I like what Scott Snyder's doing. All right, they're trying to prop up, up and coming creatives and books that really wouldn't sell like that, and they're giving it a shot. So he said we went out to creators we love and just asked them what they wanted to do. These are their passion projects. That's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
That's
like
what else can you really ask for, to be honest?
And I'm not gonna spend too long on what I'm about to say next, but I see everybody asking, oh, how come this person don't got a book? One, you already have your explanation. This is what the creators wanted to do. So off rip, I can't get mad at if this is what they wanted to do. Right? You can't get mad at that. That's just basic. And also too, I talked about it a little bit on the timeline, but I'll talk about it here. Zatanna is the only DC All-In book that made it to the new iteration of DC. And that was a mini-series, y'all. That was a mini-series. But we can't sit here and act like Zatanna was the only mini-series that was out during that time. There were plenty of others. If you don't see a character here from the last iteration, that's nobody's fault but your own. There's nobody's fault. Zatanna done smoked y'all, bro. Of all the books, we talking about DC putting a spanking on Marvel. Y'all let Zatanna spank all y'all. Zatanna spanked Black Lightning. Zatanna spanked DC Power. Zatanna spanking Mr. Terrific. Zatanna spanked. Well, I don't know if I want to count the Justice League spinoff books because I think those were already locked in to tell a certain part. So I want to be fair there. But everybody else, you let Zatanna be the only one to come out on top, and then you got the nerve to ask, "Where's this character? Where's that character?" And also, here's the thing too. Everybody likes to say, "Oh, DC doesn't promote their books." Zatanna was not promoted any more or less than all the other books that came out, y'all. It was not. But Zatanna stayed consistent. I don't do the top 200 like that, and I probably will at some point. I'll bring it back. But even the few times when I checked the sales, you know what was always on top, bro? Zatanna. So, one, congratulations to Zatanna fans, because not only did y'all show up for the main book, Bringing Down the House, I just finished reading it. Masterpiece.
Yeah.
And that book sold like hotcakes, and it got an Eisner.
It did.
It got several awards. So, Zatanna fans, thank you for being an example for what it means to put your money where your mouth is. Because Bringing Down the House wasn't promoted. It was promoted more or less the same as other books too. So we can't get mad if people don't get the representation that they want. When Zatanna, they showed you how to do it. So salute to them. Round of applause. And I think Jamal Campbell is gonna be on that one. So this is a good look for him too. This is a great look for him. But everybody else, that's tough, yo. That's tough. try again next time. And also, we got to be fair here too. It says and more. And more.
Yeah.
So maybe there might be some more representation later on down the line, but common sense tells me if Zatanna is the first book that they announced from the previous iteration, that means it did well enough to say, hey guys, we're ready to launch and let you guys know Zatanna, we're launching with Zatanna. That tells me people did what they needed to do for that book. And I haven't read it. I only have the first 2 issues. But I did read Bringing Down the House, because I will read Mariko Tamaki over anything. No, Jamal Campbell, I know you black man, but I'm sorry, Mariko Tamaki, that's my dog. I met her in person. Yo, Mariko Tamaki's so dope in person, yo. I want to let y'all know.
Oh.
She's so dope. Like, I walked up, like we started chatting about her Batman run that she asked about, the Batman one shot that she did, One Bad Day. So I was like, yo, Tamaki, I got that one too. Come on now. And then I even got a signed copy of here, I have it here, hold on. She did a book with her cousin. I let a friend of mine borrow it. But yeah, this one right here. This one summer. So yeah, I let my homie read it. She said it was dope. I even got the I got the signature from her and her cousin as well. So yeah, like I said, big Mariko Tamaki fan. But yeah, I can keep glazing Mariko Tamaki for this entire stream because that's how much I love her. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens with these other books. What else? Oh yeah, Batwoman. Oh, I do want to touch on the Batwoman thing. So, a couple weeks ago, I listened to the Greg Rucka episode of Word Balloon, and Greg Rucka was very candid about his previous time at DC. It was a shit show, and he said, it seems like now that he's working with DC, things are a little bit better. And even when he was talking about Batwoman, he said, I'm going to be able to do things I wasn't able to do in the previous regime. So I think this is a book everybody should be checking out if you're a fan of Greg Rucka. And if you just want to see him cook without, Dan Didio and Jeff Johns running amok up there. So yeah, everybody should pay attention to that. Next up, Williamson on Legion of Superheroes.
All
Steph,
right.
what are your thoughts?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really a whole lot to say other than what, sure.
Yeah. He wrote himself a dope issue of Legion recently with what is it? The second to last issue of Superman. Yeah, it was a Legion story, and he did great. And I'm sure this is gonna slap, but guys, please let's keep it 100% honest. And this is for Williamson too. Hey, dog, if it's gonna be a mini, say it's a mini. Don't come up in here getting people hyped up, think you're gonna stay for the long term, and then you pull a Green Arrow, leave, and then the next creative team is fucked over because it's not you. So if Legion is here, let us know how long you're gonna be on Legion. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, cause we all know Superman is the main baby. Everything else, it's I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna do a little bit here, say fuck off and leave, and then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. But Superman's my baby. Like, come on, bro. It's Legion. People, I don't know. People have been wanting Legion to come back, but this garnered a lot of excitement. So if you're gonna do it, bro, do it right and let us have an idea of what your plan is for this book. That's the only thing I gotta say. That's the only thing I gotta say. But let's see here. What else? I think. Oh God, you ready? You ready, Steph?
Let's just do the damn thing and let's get it over with.
Let's just talk about Marvel's next big thing, yo. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Uh,
Here we go. Steph, be nice. Okay?
no.
Be nice. Okay. Okay, this is stuff that's out. Like, we don't need to cover Hulk stuff. Like,
Yeah, PKJ, Hulk,
yeah,
good, whatever.
that's right. Whatever. Like, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Ultimate Endgame. We know what's happening here. So, I'm not gonna touch on the Endgame stuff too much because I'm probably gonna come back and do it tomorrow with like the countdown guys. But
with the countdown crew.
But I would like to hear your thoughts on, the confirmation that the Ultimate Universe is ending. What do you got to say, bro?
I will say this much, right? The ability for any Big Two book, let alone initiative or subline, whatever it is, the ability to be able to end it like on your own terms and not have it go on for so long that the reason it was here in the first place is so diluted and it becomes clueless and we're just spinning everybody's just spinning their wheels because they didn't expect to be here this long. The ability to shut it down when it was supposed to, that is a luxury that most people just simply don't get.
Yeah.
It always either gets cut short or it's popular enough that it has to keep going until everybody gets tired of it, right? So, like, the idea that all of this is... I mean, plus, we knew, right? Like, they opened the floodgates with, we got 18 months till the Maker comes back and all this shit is over. Right? So we kind of knew, right? Like, out the gate, we kind of knew in some regard that even if it's not literally the end of the story, this vision of what it is over, right? So hearing that this is going to just straight up end, right? Like all these books end at 24 and then Wolverine being at 16 because it's got to kill the vibe. But
keep going.
You got a perfect 24 on all 4 of the main books, and then the obligatory Wolverine hype moments and aura slop generator has to go on for 16. Like, fuck off.
But it started later, though.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's not the fact that it's not having 24 that hurts, but it started a year in. That's fine. It's the fact that it's 16 and not like 12 that it was supposed to be that's fucking me up, right? Don't do 16. That's such a weird fucking number. That's such a weird number. I don't know what to say, man. Like it's not the end of the world, right? This is just like it's just like 4 months of Endgame tie-in issues. And then, but it's like the whole book is like Condon just looking at the Word document and just being like, I just made some bullshit. And it's just like, love the guy, but like, like...
It's not great. I don't, bro, we skip over it whenever we do Ultimate. Like, I still have we have a portion of the Ultimate Wolverine stuff that's like recorded. I'm not putting that shit out.
Yeah.
I know, because if I put it out, that's just gonna look like we're hating. Because we have one video that did pretty well, and it's just us shitting on the book. I don't want to be that channel. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. No, it's fair.
No.
And like it's just the fact that like more than any book on this, more than any of the other 4, this is like the black sheep of the whole line, really.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to shit on it because it's so like transparent in like how obligatory it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? Like the other ones, like, say what you want about them, they're an idea.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Right? The Wolverine book is just there because having a whole line of different books that are like ultimate versions of characters, like alternate versions of characters, my bad. The idea that you can just do that and not have a Wolverine book is just ridiculous. It's kind of like, I know you like the book a lot, and I'm not saying that the book is bad, right? Mm-hmm. But like, it's kind of like the absolute Superman of the Ultimate line. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it's bad.
No,
Right?
okay.
I'm just saying, like, you do like a whole, alternate subline of books that are all like reinventions of the characters and whatever, and it's just like,
Then you have this one, which is more or less the same, kind of.
you look at the different swings that every book is taken, and the biggest swing that Superman is doing is just, what if he fought a Batman villain?
Yeah,
That's it. Like,
yeah,
like
fair.
you look at all the other ones, and it's just like, these are all like radical fucking spins. Like a lot of these are like, Batman got to deal with the biblical devil now, right? They took him to the fucking. They got biblical level Joker. They abducted his ass, and they took him to the private prison facility where they turn you into Cthulhu or some shit. He's got to deal with like a horror show, and then Wonder Woman's like a witch raised in hell, and the Martian, everything with the Martian, and then the Green Lanterns are like enlightenment instead of emotion, and then the fucking Flash is the Flash. But like,
Superman.
What if he fought a Batman villain?
What if he fought a Batman villain?
What if he fought the Al Ghul's?
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not caught up. I'm just saying you look at it and it's just like, this exists because you have to do Superman.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Wolverine
fair.
Wolverine is just kind of in the same boat, right?
Yeah.
But that was a tangent. But
fine.
regardless, I mean,
we
should have saved that for the DC version of Ultimate Countdown we said we were gonna do, but haven't done.
Yeah, I know. What
would we even call that?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I'll come up with a name.
Absolute recap.
I like that.
There it is.
That's good branding. That's very good branding.
But yeah, no, it's just it's kind of weird looking at a whole list of announcements and saying the most notable one is that we're gonna end this thing.
Yeah.
Marvel's fucking embarrassing this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, we can't mince words.
And here's my thing, right? And I'll elaborate more like later on tomorrow, but I'll gladly say it here too. Like, I also agree with you. It's great that they're ending on their own terms, but I want this seems to be a part of the conversation that's missed. Guys, Hickman was not supposed to do this.
Yes.
He was not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Johnny Cates was the one that was supposed to be doing this, because Johnny Cates had been setting up the threads from his Venom run. Like, there were rumblings about the Ultimate Universe coming back way back in like 2017, 2016.
Yeah.
And then this was going to be like a continuation of that. But as we know, Donny Cates got into his accident. And then Hickman said, cool, I'll do it. But 3 years.
Yeah.
Because, and then you also can't be mad at Hickman, because it's like, Hickman probably got PTSD from everything that happened with X-Men. So he says, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to start when I want to start. I'm going to grab the creatives I want to grab. And also, I will end when I want to end. And when I leave, this thing ends, because we already seen what happened when Marvel tries to move on from something Hickman started without Hickman.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, this is a stupid decision. Oh, bro. Who gives a fuck if it's the best-selling line? Like, this line has held Marvel afloat for a good couple years now.
Yeah.
Marvel is safe. The amount of first printings, second printings these books done generated, the amount of conversation these books generated, yes, Marvel is good to do some bullshit now for another, like, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Thanks to this. So, I get it. It sucks. I get the creators are upset. But you guys, Camp wouldn't be where he is right now if Hickman didn't say yes. Momoko, as much as I love Ultimate X-Men, Momoko wouldn't be getting the look that she's getting if Hickman didn't say yes. Brian Hill, I love Hill. He wouldn't be getting this look either if Hickman didn't say yes. So I get it. Everybody's upset. Cool. But it had to go. Because what will be the other... what's the other side looking like if this continues? What's the other side looking like? I'll tell you right now. Books go on longer than they need to go, and the next thing you know, Ultimate X-Men is canceled, Ultimate Black Panther is canceled, and then everybody's more pissed than they are versus the announcement for this. So I'm just saying, man, it had to happen. It had to happen.
I think it's just like the biggest thing for a lot of people, I think, is just the fact that they don't feel like most of these don't feel like they're over anytime soon, even though we know they are. Like I feel like there's a lot of I have to catch up on Spider-Man, I guess, but that is a big thing that I hear with Spider-Man is that it feels a lot more like Hickman. The closer we get to the finale, it feels a lot more like he's setting up ideas for stories that somebody else will come in and do, rather than an actual ending to a story. So hearing that, not only is his tenure on Spider-Man itself ending, but the book as a whole and every book in the line is ending, it just kind of feels like, it's good that they get to kind of end it on their own terms and whatever, but it also feels like all of these writers have other stuff to do.
Yeah.
It just feels like, on one hand, it gets to stop where it was supposed to stop.
Mm-hmm.
But all of these writers, especially Peach, I feel like Peach in particular feels like, from what I hear about Ultimate X-Men, it feels with Peach especially, all of these writers still have a lot of gas left in the tank, and they could go, right? I think the danger would obviously be if they keep the line alive, but the creative teams themselves leave and somebody else takes over the book. That's when things get complicated. Hypothetically, if Peach was allowed to continue till Ultimate X-Men issue fucking 50 or whatever, I don't think people would have a problem with that. I feel like people would probably still be there. But if Ultimate X-Men was allowed to continue, but Peach was not the person doing it from 25 onward, then this is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what people's issue with this is just Peach still, it feels like, from what I can glean from, fans of this book, feels like Peach could go on forever.
Yes.
Feels like Hill could probably go on for a long time. Mm-hmm. Feels like it feels like Hickman is setting up somebody else taking over, in the most literal way possible, right? So it just feels like it's not. It just doesn't feel like it's ending.
Yeah.
So hearing that we got 2 issues left for most of these books, I don't know.
I see that side also, and Tev, we see your brother. It feels like Marvel wasted our time for this universe. Well, I'll give a little bit of pushback. So we also have to add this into, maybe I also should have done a better job of laying down the groundwork. So what is also being missed in this conversation is that the wording around Ultimate Endgame implies that we may get some trickle down in the mainline universe. Things are good. It sounds like an incursion, because we have a book called Ultimate Incursion right now, where Miles is bouncing around the Ultimate Universe trying to find his sister. So that's what we need to pay attention to. How exactly is this going to rope into the main line? Because that's the scary part for me. That's why I'm on the side of it ending. Because it's if this iteration of the Ultimate Universe can close in a way that hopefully the books can have a good endpoint, and you can go back and reread it, that's great. Fine. Cool. Y'all know me. I like my stories A, B, C. It don't need to stretch on forever. My worry, if these were to go on, is that, all right, so there's a whole X-Men line that's not doing good right now. How does Momoko's X-Men fit into that? That's my worry. There's an Avengers book that is not doing so well, at least in terms of just like attention and like, what's going on. How does Ultimates play into that? We have talked to death about what's going on with mainline T'Challa. What does Ultimate Black Panther, how does that rope into Ultimate Black Panther? That is my concern. And then two, let's just say this continues, right? I feel like Hickman leaving protects everybody. That protects everybody. Because now, if Hickman is not there, you mean I gotta leave it up to Brevoort, Sobolski, and all the other fuckheads in editorial to now have full reign on these books? Sorry, I'll take Ultimate Endgame. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, I get it. Like, but also at the same time too, we can't pretend that everybody. It seems to me like everybody should have came into this project understanding there was an endpoint.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. I create as well. I've had to end projects before, end relationships, end friendships. So I understand, even though there's an endpoint coming, you get sad. But I don't, like, I have to assume when everybody signed on, they said, hey, this is where you begin, this is where we end, and then that's it. So that's where I stand on it. That's where I stand. But I don't know, what do you think about the possibility of these things leaking into the main line? Give me your honest thoughts, Tev. I'm not Tev, I'm Steph.
I mean, here's the thing, right? A big complaint that I see about some of these books, Wolverine is definitely one of them, but Black Panther is one that I have seen get hit with this allegation a lot. The just 616, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea that the Ultimate version just kind of doesn't feel different enough from what a mainline Black Panther would be,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or like, Wolverine doesn't feel enough like what different enough from mainline Wolverine and whatever. And I think like I gotta be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the first issue of Spider-Man and the first year of Black Panther, I haven't read any of these.
Okay, all right.
Right? They just don't. It just not really interesting to me. I read like the first issue of Wolverine too. I should say that.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I can glean from Black Panther, the reason why I don't really, it's not necessarily that I disagree. It's that I don't really think that it's a bad thing that the book was like that. Just because,
Mm-hmm.
like, when you look at mainline T'Challa and how little he is in anything,
Mm-hmm.
and how little stuff he gets, having a book, even if the point is doing like radical departures or whatever, using the creative wiggle room that they give you to basically do what mainline should be doing and just giving you an actual proper Black Panther story, I feel like that Hill was in the right. I don't know if that was the intent or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but like noticing the fact that mainline Black Panther is consistently like disrespected and reduced to minis and cameo appearances in Avengers, taking your opportunity to make a solo Black Panther book and do whatever you want with it and just make something that feels at home, right? Or something that like would be a Black Panther story. I feel like that's a good thing to do on paper because at least he's getting love somewhere. And it doesn't feel, you don't have to read the book and have the conceit of, oh, at least he's getting respected, but this isn't the guy that I really know, right? it feels at home, it feels comfortable, it feels like nothing's wrong, right?
Yeah.
And, I feel like that Wolverine doesn't have that fucking excuse, but I feel like, Black Panther definitely does with how consistently shitty they treat him. And I
Yeah.
think that, the idea of the idea of these books bleeding into the main line in some capacity, no, I don't think it's going to happen. Because I think that is kind of a caveat when it comes to the books in that regard, is that, like, there's no reason to have Ultimate bleed into the main line because it's already similar enough to the main line in terms of vibe and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's good for the book in isolation, but it's just, there's no reason to bring it over because it doesn't, feel different enough to, like, have a contrast that would be interesting. And Ultimate Wolverine is just Logan, really, from what I can glean, at least. Right, and Spider-Man, there's no point in doing it for Spider-Man because, like, it is different and it's killing it in terms of sales and whatever. But, like, the reason why so many people gravitated to Ultimate in the beginning, regardless of whether it was good or not in isolation, it was because they were letting Peter be in a scenario and in a situation that editorial has actively refused to let him grow into.
Yep.
And
Tev said it perfectly.
And that's also true. Yeah. Is that, like, it kills it in sales and whatever. But, like, the reason why Ultimate Spider-Man for so many people, at least at first, was so appealing is just the fact that it is out of editorial's bullshit, right? And if it bled into the main line, there's no telling whether or not they interfere with that book and make Ultimate Spider-Man go through some bullshit divorce arc or something.
Yeah.
And he just ends up like mainline Spider-Man, right? They, the fact that they don't fuck with the book is great, but if they bleed that into the main line, they just start fucking with the book. They just start doing the thing that, the book was safe from, and that's what made it appealing. There's no point. And there's no real point in, the Ultimates, the whole, it was never going to last longer than what it is, so that wouldn't bleed in, right? The only one that could have interesting, play-by-play is probably just X-Men.
Yeah, because it's
right?
drastically different.
It's drastically different, right? That's really the only one, right? Like, I can see. And if they, if they want to keep Peach on, if they want to keep, like, Ultimate X-Men around, maybe give it a different name, but it's, it's Peach and I think she's the
she writes and draws.
Yeah, she writes and draws. Okay, that's her book. If they want to keep her around and keep her doing Ultimate X-Men, but it just exists in mainline continuity also, I guess that would be okay. I guess that would be fine. But all the other books, regardless of whether they were even supposed to last this long, there's no reason for them to do that.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess financially, at least, the smartest thing to do would be to keep them around, but they're not doing that. So, like, I don't,
it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type
a little
thing,
bit,
it
yeah.
sounds like, yeah. I don't know, it's hard for me to see the, besides X-Men, it's hard for me to see the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard. So, I mean, there's people are speculating that, they'll probably relaunch later down the line, and also there's been rumblings that Brian Bendis is coming back to Marvel.
Yeah.
And there's well, at least I saw one video, like, theorizing on it, that, like, he'll be the one to shepherd the Ultimate line again, but we did that before. Like,
yeah.
So, and also, no disrespect to Bendis, but the Bendis of back then is not the Bendis of today. And, like, I'll answer Tev's thing before we move on. But like, he says, so basically we're screwed for us Marvel comic fans. Wow, this sucks, which isn't fair because absolute DC just still going on a little longer is a success. But yeah, I think again, nuance is important. Nuance is very important. It's like this isn't a 1-to-1. Like AJ said this like perfectly when we were having another call. He says, life is not 1-to-1. Like we can't compare what's happening with Ultimate to DC because Scott Snyder left DC, but even when Snyder left DC, there was rumble. Like this was in the works since I think roughly around the same time they were in talks with Cates.
Yeah.
So like both of these ideas were like generating, but the difference is that Cates had his accident, and also the door was still open for Scott to come back, which was perfect because a lot of the old DC staff had left.
Yeah.
A lot of the heads at DC are still, at Marvel are still there.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a lot of worry and concern there. It's like things just didn't work out. Things worked out differently for Marvel or DC. So we can't say it's fair because it's not fair because of Ultimate, but the scenario was different for DC versus Marvel.
Yeah. Bravort, for anything to like really change, Bravort either has to retire or he has to get visited by 3 ghosts in Spider-Man masks.
Yeah, that's literally it. Like I promise you, I can't wait for us to have that Marvel needs a reboot conversation. I just need to find the right time.
I don't even know if it's like a full-on reboot. I just think they just need to sack their editorial office.
Yeah, that too.
Like a full-on. I don't know if it's like a full-on reboot because like they don't like Marvel's never rebooted in the same way that like DC does, sure, but like think of all of the MCU synergy that they are now free to do. Yeah. If they reboot, there's nothing stopping them from doing all of the synergy they couldn't get away with doing.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they do like a Crisis, and then Moon Knight is just Oscar Isaac now. Like, that show just becomes the blueprint for new Moon Knight.
Yeah.
No.
It got to change upstairs. That's the thing. Like, that's the best way to put it. If upstairs at Marvel wasn't upstairs like it is today, you know what? I would entertain the idea of whatever is happening here leaking into the main line. Cool. But because of Marvel and because of who they got upstairs currently, oh yeah, no, 100%, absolutely not. Like, I don't want to see Ultimate X-Men clashing with the mainline X-Men. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I was about to say something crazy. I'll shut this whole bitch down. I'll shut this whole bitch down.
Okay,
myself.
To be fair, I don't want to hit you with like fake demon allegations or whatever. I don't want to do that. But the last time you said I'll shut this bitch down was when you were trying to pin AJ as like a rich guy because he was going to the mountains.
All right, so we're gonna move on.
And you just assumed it was AJ's birthday. He was getting some bricks and he was going to the mountains, and you just assumed that meant big omnibuses and going to like the fucking Rocky Mountains or whatever. You didn't check to know whether that was like maybe those were just 2.5 like literal bricks. Maybe he just needed to fix like a brick wall like outside, and maybe the mountains.
You are gonna make me you are gonna make me cuss and get suspended off of YouTube. Okay.
You said bitch 30 seconds ago. You are already cussing.
Okay. You are gonna. You know what? We're gonna answer Emmanuel because Emmanuel took the time to comment. I want to respect Emmanuel's time. Okay. You gonna piss me off? Jesus. It feels like Marvel is going through the motions in a way where there's a high likelihood they could be reboot, and it would benefit them more, or at least do a line-wide soft reboot. Yeah, that could be it, but I mean, we'll get to it later when we talk about, some more announcements. But I have a tweet that says this perfectly. You could reboot or relaunch or throw as many creatives into the mix as possible. If Upstairs doesn't change, it's all moot. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like it don't mean nothing. Like
the ideal, I think, for them is obviously an editorial change, but also, Hickman is gonna, he's just gonna set it up and leave, so it's fine. But like, I think the better thing for them to do is editorial changes, and then they do their own version of All In instead of like a full-on reboot.
Hell yeah!
They just do that, like a line-wide soft reboot. They just do, like a big, just kind of, they get everybody together, they kind of structure it differently, and then they just do something like that.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like that's probably the best thing that they should do. I think, full-on reboot. It's like you said, it doesn't really matter if they do a full-on reboot because they'll just, if Tom Brevoort is still there, all the bullshit with Spider-Man is still going to be there in some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, you know what needs to happen? Like, I think they'd have to be like a big takeover. Like, how like when AT&T took over DC?
Yeah.
And then, that eventually led to Dan Didio getting the boot. Or just Brevoort has to piss off the execs up at Disney so bad that they say you gotta go. Because that's essentially what happened with the deal. Like, it was a regime change, and then again the rumors suggest that at the time of the regime change, Didio was just being a tyrant.
Yeah.
And then they had to show him the door, unless something like that happens at Disney and Marvel. And here's also the thing too, y'all. I have to give some shit to fans also, because it's just like, yo, at some point y'all got to speak with y'all wallets. At some point, because it's like, if this is a relaunch of some shit that didn't work, why are you pumping up numbers for number 1 or number 2, number 3? You know what I'm saying? Like, for things to change, you guys got to see the bullshit that's happening, and you have to make a collective decision to say, fuck no. Meaning, like, when we look at the top 200, all those number ones, they got to be in the hundreds era. They gotta be in the 150s. I don't want to see no shit at like the top 50. No. You guys gotta speak with y'all wallets, cause y'all speak with y'all wallets up at DC for the diversity characters you claim you want. Y'all speak loud, right? Them books sound like piss. So if y'all want change, whenever Marvel does their bullshit, you gotta make sure those books sell like piss. Like piss. Like the number 1 of X-Men whatever, if it comes out here, okay, cool. Issue number 1 comes out, maybe it's at the 50 the 50 line of the top 50. Month number 2, that book better be in the 120s. Month number 3. So instead of books going on to like 10 or 12 issues, oh shit, guys, we might have to cancel this book at issue 8, issue 6, issue 5. You do a Tim Drake Robin for those books. That book couldn't even make it to a trade. That's what you guys got to do for Marvel now. And then Disney is going to look at Brevoort and be like, yo, what y'all doing over here? What you doing? Get out. That's how you get change. So upstairs got to change, and y'all got to change too. So speaking of which, let's talk about some more bullshit that came out. This is Black Panther. This is some more Ultimate stuff. I saw something cool here. Oh, Steph, please give me your thoughts on this. Please.
What the hell? Sure.
Like,
that's all I got.
Like, what are we doing?
He died again or something. I don't know. I don't know what
He's
happened.
no, he's still around. He's just running around. He's not.
No,
Doctor Strange's still here.
I know he's running around. I know he was in Asgard and he's got like a new book coming out in like December or something. I know that, but like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's bad. Also, Tev said basically a boycott for Marvel Comics. Yes, boycott. Yeah, that's
some
what we're telling
of
you
these
to do.
books got to get boycotted.
Yeah. So, and he said, how would that happen? Yeah, we told you. Like, again, look at what happened. Read up on how DC was before Dan Didio left. He would have to do that. Read up. And again, that with a boycott. So let's see here. Okay, so I ain't gonna hold you. This one kind of got me excited.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a horror type story with Philip Kennedy Johnson and Benjamin Percy. Oh yeah, I don't care about the Doom stuff, but yo, bro, this look kind of fire.
Yeah.
This look kind of fire, and also there's somebody running around that this is not T'Challa.
No.
Is it?
I don't think so.
Okay, it looked like he could be an agent of Wakanda, but whatever that suit is, it looks good. It looks good. So we'll see. But yeah, I might tune in for this mini though. Like, but this is the bread and butter here. Joshua Williamson on Iron Man. This isn't going to be long.
No, it's not. This is. I think I saw somewhere. I'm pretty sure where Williamson just straight up said like, I don't have long books in me anymore.
Oh, he doesn't.
I mean, like, I can see that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't need him to say that for me to figure that out. But like, I'm pretty sure he did just straight up say that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least there's an Iron Man book on the shelf. I don't know. Like, it's, I wish people just showed up for the last one.
I heard that one was really good.
It is. The first issue was not good. First issue was pretty bad. So it had like a crazy drop off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a wild drop off. Issue 1 was in the top 10 when it came out. It was number 8 on the top 10, and then other than issue 4, which was like 49, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Other than issue 4, which is basically at the bottom of the top 50, the book never cracked the top 50 ever again.
Oof. That's not good for an Iron Man book.
It's not. To be fair, again, that first issue is not good. Right? The rest of the book, pretty good. Ironically, the Doom tie-ins are the highlight. Very funny.
Really?
But, yeah, the Doom tie-ins are like the part of the book that is like really, really, really good. It's I know. It sounds kind of crazy. But no, it was really good. I'm not gonna get into spoilers. I'm not gonna like talk too much about it. But like, it really does kind of get into the weeds about like Iron Man in a way that is a lot better than the first 5.
Okay.
But I'll, it's nice to see it back. I will be right back because I'm being summoned.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. But yeah, so for me, this like this is the most I've ever been in This is the most I've ever been invested in an Iron Man book, or will be invested in an Iron Man book, because I'm curious to see what Williamson will do, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just paid Williamson a bunch of money, where he could just have free reign. Maybe he'll do some bombastic shit, maybe pen an event or two, and then he's gonna be out, and then we'll be back here next year talking about how Iron Man is relaunched. I don't see this lasting long. Like Steph just said, Williamson is not somebody who sticks. He doesn't stick around long for books. But I can guarantee that this book will be a good time at least. So I'm curious to see what's going on. Like, you know, she's bringing in some classic characters, some new characters. I'm always happy to see War Machine. So I think if anything, this is the highlight for Marvel. Williamson coming back and doing Iron Man for however long it's gonna be. But yeah, other than that, I don't see I don't see anything else Marvel did that was like noteworthy. Yeah, I mean, and that was it for the panel. I mean, like, these are the highlights. You got the Sorcerer Supreme, you got Iron Man, you got all the Ultimate books that's ending, and all the stuff with X-Men. It's like this is it. Like, DC really done spanked the fuck out of Marvel this year. And I forget what tweet it was, but somebody said it perfectly. They said, yo, Marvel could have just sent all this in an email.
Yeah.
Or better, yeah, they could just send it in an email. Or better yet, wait for solicits. We could have got all this in solicits. Like, they did nothing here is noteworthy besides the Ultimate Universe ending. And even then, if you were in the know, you would know that was coming down the pipeline. But this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, and what's crazy here is that, like, for the past like couple months, I feel like now people are starting to understand, like, oh shit, things are not good at Marvel. Because I feel everybody was kind of in denial.
Yeah.
People were in denial. And then when they realize the Ultimate Universe is ending, and then when you keep seeing what's happening with X-Men. Also, I just fucking remembered, where's the Avengers? What?
Yeah.
We have heard nothing about the Avengers. So I am under the assumption now that book is going to end soon.
Yeah. Probably. Because they showed off work for stuff that is happening. Right? They showed off like previews for books that are, I mean, like Infernal Hulk is technically a relaunch, but like, you know, that's still like the ongoing Hulk book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? They showed that. I guess they didn't show anything for Mortal Thor, so I guess it's not out of the blue. I guess it's not like really out of the realm of possibility that there's nothing big happening in that book, so they just didn't show anything. But like I don't know. It just kind of feels like it should be there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But also, I'll be fair too. Like, Justice League didn't really show shit anyways. But like, we know Justice League is gonna be tying into DCKO.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the big thing is that there is a giant event about all of the characters in that roster happening at the same time. So it's like whatever's going on in Justice League, who cares really?
Yeah.
Like for the time being, it's like, you know, we got KO going on. We know where they all are. You know, we don't need to, you know, fill anybody in on what's happening in the Justice League book itself. I guess. There's nothing really going on with the Avengers book, right? There's nothing really. There's no big like event other than Ultimate ending, but I don't know.
I mean, Imperial. I mean, but I don't even think they're tying into that.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of that's weird. Also, wait, hold on. Emmanuel said this. Did they do something with Fantastic Four? Well, Fantastic Four is getting another relaunch.
Another one?
Ryan North is doing. Yeah, it's relaunching with the number one. Ryan North is coming back.
Oh well, that happened a while ago.
No, it's another one.
What?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
a third relaunch with the same guy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's coming back.
All right.
Hold on. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like after issue 30, he just got another number one, and that was only like 2 months ago.
Oh, that's what I mean. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
okay, all right. No,
yeah. So
yeah, but you had me scared for a second. I was like, oh, they're already relaunching like 2 issues in for a third time with the same guy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, so that would just relaunch. Moon Knight we didn't really get to talk about, but yeah, that's also relaunching.
Yeah, it's
Again.
he's collecting Moon Knight titles that are pre-existing Moon Knight titles, like Infinity Stones. He's got like all 4 of them now, I think. He's got normal Moon Knight, he's got Vengeance, he's got Fist of Khonshu, he's got Mark Spector Moon Knight. He's got like all 4 of the main like Moon Knight titles that like this character has ever like had. So like, I guess, I don't know, this might be the last one, or they might do like a new one. They might come up with like a new they might come up with like a new subline and do another relaunch, which like, listen, you know what? I gotta say it at this point. It'd just be funny.
Yeah.
If they did 5 relaunches with the same guy, it would just be funny.
I mean, at this point, I don't know. You might be more tapped in than me, but like, if we're talking legacy numbering with this creative team, how many? We're in the 30s or 40s now.
Dude, no. The original Moon Knight alone is in the 30s.
Oh, the first one he did.
The first one he did is 30 and 2 annuals.
Oh,
right. And then Vengeance is 9. Okay. And then so far, with issue 250, that's 11. So that's 50 issues right there.
Oh.
Before we even get to that, before we even get to this new relaunch and the end of Fist of Khonshu, we're already at 50 issues.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean,
yeah, no, he's done a lot. Like, he's done a lot. But he's he's clearly going for like the longest tenure. Because like the longest tenure is like Chuck Dixon in the 90s. He had like a 60-issue long one.
Oh, he probably might be trying to match that.
He's dangerously close. Yeah. He is. How much does League? All right, I gotta.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
I gotta see real quick how many Fist of Khonshu has.
Let me see. Okay, this is. Okay, yeah. So you said, yeah, you're right. This is the 30. I think this is the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay. Moon Knight.
Okay. That's all right. Hold on.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Oh my gosh.
Moon Knight. Colon.
Yeah, because League will only show you the current stuff.
Yeah, Fist of Khonshu is in December. It is going to. This is going to be issue 15 in December, so like 55.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah.
Yeah, the year is. But when the year is up, he'll have 55.
Okay, yeah. So he's. I mean,
not counting the annuals. We got to factor in the annuals. I forgot.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice. At this point, we all know it's going to be collected in an Omni. Like it. There's no way it's going to be like. Yeah.
The first 30 already are.
Oh, the first 30. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, the second that book ended, they announced an Omni. Like, It was immediate. I've got it, like, on the shelf.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I got like a whole, basically, shelf of Moon Knight, basically. I'm missing some books, but yeah, no, I mean, it's good to see Moon Knight is still, like, kicking. I think, at this point, McKay... I do not envy the person who has to take up the job after him, because this is like, especially that first 30 issues, that is like the single best Moon Knight run like ever made. Like, we're living in it right now.
I believe it.
And it's the best run to start with too, which is
really
the other. Yeah, no, his first Moon Knight is like the perfect beginner Moon Knight run, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check that out. But yeah, so. You know, to wrap up, yeah, Marvel, y'all got
do better.
Spanked. Spanked.
Do better.
Do better.
That's all anybody can say.
It's like
if you've got an editorial email's worth of announcements, don't come to the event.
Don't, yeah, please. Like, Disney is even smart enough to be like, you know what, guys, we're gonna miss out this year, right? Even Disney, like, hey, we don't got shit for y'all, so don't ask us, and we ain't coming. Like, Disney's at least smart to do that when they know there's nothing there. Marvel literally came in, which is like, hey guys, what's going on? Hey, so we got going on here.
The shit you like is ending, aren't you?
Shit you got you guys is ending, and then like, you know, we got Williamson doing this, and then we're just gonna relaunch the same books.
We got some X-Men bullshit.
Like,
I just made some bullshit.
Some bullshit. And that's it, bro. Like, and then DC on the other hand is just like, yeah, you know, we launched KO, but yeah, here's some more. Here's some more. So follow KO, and then stick with us. We got more for you. Like, now, I think because everybody's on Marvel's ass right now. I'm telling you this, mark my words. If San Diego Comic-Con happens next year,
yeah,
and Marvel gives us the same bullshit, best believe things are about to start changing.
Yeah.
Things are gonna, yeah. Because I've never seen Marvel look this bad. I could be wrong, but I've never seen Marvel look this bad before.
I don't remember a time where they were this bad.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
So,
it's a lot.
Well, yeah. Oof.
I mean, more than anything, I think they just, you know, they do better, but they also pray to God that DC does not come out swinging like they did this year. Right? Like, just pray to God that they have a worse showing. And I think that's probably what they're going to do. They're not going to, like, really work too hard to, like, improve what they did here. They're just going to keep chugging along and hope DC just doesn't have a lot to show as well. So it just feels like an underwhelming Comic-Con, and they're not really, like, the problem. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Yeah, no, because even last year's Comic-Con was we were here for a while talking about last year's Comic-Con a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And DC was they showed out.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I do have to ask this because I don't know for sure, but I do have to ask. Is that Absolute Green Arrow book actually still happening?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Because I assumed, like, when I saw all the stuff from, like, Absolute Evil, and I think they said this at Comic-Con, too, where it's, like, none of the stuff they were showing anybody was actually from the Absolute Green Arrow book, and it was all from Absolute Evil. They didn't have anything to show other than the fact that they were going to do it, and, you know, he was acting exactly like how he acts in, you know, in Mainline. You know, I was thinking, like, oh, that book was fake. They just did a bit. They just announced a fake book at Comic-Con just to play in everybody's faces. And I'm like, I respect it, but, like, also fuck you? Like,
I thought the same thing until I read Absolute Evil. Like, no, I thought the same thing, and then I thought about it. Excuse me, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. I was just like, okay, so, yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the last stream. I was just like, you know, they need to do something different with Ollie. And I don't think you would get as much attention if you just did the same shit with Ollie that you're doing in Mainline. That'd be more or less the same issue we have with Ultimate Wolverine and maybe to an extent Black Panther. So I see why I did it, because now everybody's wondering who's going to take up the mantle. Is it going to be Roy? Is it going to be Leanne? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? So, yeah, it's still happening. And that's why it's only like 5 issues, just to see how people respond to it.
Okay, but, like, what if it wasn't, though?
Well, what if it wasn't a book for real?
What if they actually did just genuinely announce a fake book just to go along with it, and then now that he's dead and everybody knows he's dead, they can be honest and be like, that book was never real. Like, just to hype him up, we just did like a fake book just for the bit. Just for the bit, they announce a book and trick everybody into thinking like Ollie is coming to the absolute, and then he dies. And they just thought like that was really good. That was a good way to introduce the fact that he's gonna be there. And then it turns out that book was never real, and that's why none of the paneling, none of the art they were showing was from that
book.
All of it was from Absolute Evil. And he's the same guy. There is no difference. We're all sitting here being like, "Oh, what's the difference?" Because he kind of feels like the same guy. He looks like the same guy, and they're not showing anything from the actual book. What could possibly be going on? The book is fake, dumb shit. It's not real.
I would commend DC because that's a level of trolling that's just sick. It's egregious, but I like it. I like it. This is trolling I like.
Yeah, no, that...
They said, hey, well, you know, the mainline book is canceled. Oh, well, you're going to get an absolute book? Fuck out of here. Peace.
Yeah. They just show up and they're like, they know it. They knew at that point that like, oh yeah, the book's probably over at this point. But they like knew that and they were just like, well, you've got this book at least. Oh, wait. No, you don't.
You don't. I mean, to be fair, Green Arrow...
Fuck you.
Green Arrow's going to be in the Justice League book anyways. Like, that we know for sure that book is coming up. So, it'll be fine. Also, Tev has one question. He says, oh, any opinion on the crossovers? Oh, yeah, we talked about it earlier. Oh, yeah, we are 100% on board with that. 100%.
Yeah, that was so fucking crazy. That was so funny.
Like,
I'm absolutely down.
Like, this is how you get people talking. Like I said, we talked about it a couple nights ago, so please go check out that last stream. But guys, what DC All In has pitched to us, they're literally doing it. Like, the comic books are the conversation piece again, right? Even when Absolute Batman first came out, one of my homies, he's not even a comic book guy like that. He said, yo, you saw the Absolute Batman? I said, yo, what? I said, they got you talking about it? Yeah. That's how I knew the game was over. It was over. So now this...
Posts about Absolute blow up on Twitter like no other comic does.
Yo.
Like, you have discussing film debuting shit for the line. Discussing film is talking about the comic books. They're talking about, hey, look at this eldritch freak going on in Batman. Like, it's like that's motion.
That's motion, man.
That's motion.
You know, right? I have
never seen so many people talk about a book. I have never seen so many Americans talk about a book in my life.
Yo, like,
we don't read.
But
we don't read.
We talking about these books though.
We talking about these.
But it also here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Like, do y'all know how insane it is for a Superman issue, not issue 1, to go into second printing?
Yeah.
The last Superman issue that just came out went into second printing. That's crazy. Like, the shit is popping so much over there at DC right now. Like, this just makes this whole thing even more embarrassing, man. Like, bro, there's a reason why I put that thumbnail. That's the reason why I made it that way. It's DC spanking Marvel's ass.
It is just a little wild. It really is. You know, I hear like nobody's talking about Thor. Nobody's talking about Al Ewing being on Thor. The people who talk about it, they're like, yeah, it's generational, it's great, it's fantastic. And it's like, it is. It is really good. Right? But nobody talks about it. Right? Like mainstream, nobody talks about it.
Mm-mm.
Nobody talks about Wolverine. Nobody talks about Hulk. Nobody talks about Spider-Man other than just shitting on it because it's stupid. And Norman is Spider-Man now for some dumb fucking reason. I don't know. But like, you know, nobody talks about Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about nobody talked about Iron Man until after it was canned.
Yeah.
You know, there's a Captain America book and there's barely any noise.
Yeah.
Right.
After that, outside that first issue, but yeah, no.
Outside of that first issue, it hasn't really made a lot of noise. It's good, but it hasn't really made a lot of noise. Daredevil, no noise other than everybody singing "Kumbaya" when it ended. Other than that, you know, I mean, like, listen, that book is not good. That Daredevil book is not good. It's not. Love Ahmed, I do. That book was not good. No. That was the worst Daredevil book ever written.
And that sucks because it's like, even before that, like it's just been strings of heat. Yeah, you know how bad you got. That's
the thing is that like worst Daredevil book doesn't mean anything when they're all bangers. On paper, it doesn't really mean a whole lot, right? The idea of being the worst Daredevil book, right? And I do think that, like, I don't want to, again, the book is not good, right? I think the problem with people's perception of Daredevil is that it is just not good. And that's it, right? People naturally, like, when you get fed sirloin steaks every month, a McDonald's burger feels like dog food.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, this is like a 5, right? It's not good, right? It's just really boring and kind of like a status quo, I guess you call it reset. I don't know. Right? So it's like the book is mid. It's not good, but it's not like apocalyptically terrible.
Yeah.
But it feels like it is when you're reading it because you've never had to deal with this as a Daredevil fan. This is like, there are, you know, like, you can look at like any other person, any other character that has like a decent amount of runs. They have at least 2 that are exactly like this book.
Yeah.
Right? It's just that it's Daredevil and he's never had this kind of this kind of bullshit, this kind of mid, right? So it just feels like the world is ending. Right? And I think people are going to like, the more we kind of get away from it, and the more we kind of, you know, get into whenever the next run is, when Dan Waters takes over the book, and we get Dan Waters Daredevil, like we were talking about beforehand.
Oh man!
You know, when we get that,
right? Man!
We get that, you know, and we're neck deep in that shit. Then people will look back at this and be like, I think we overreacted a little bit, even though it's not good. People will kind of like soften up on it.
Yeah.
It's not really that good. It'd be like, you know, it's just kind of mid.
Yeah.
Right? It's just abnormal for Daredevil to be that. So it just felt worse in the moment.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's all right. We got Ultimate Daredevil coming up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Before this whole thing ends. Yeah, that's true. Oh, also, Tev has a good question. He said, do you think Marvel editorial just doesn't care about comics anymore and want to get fired and leave Marvel Comics or do other things, or does Tom Brevoort even care? Because for me, I don't think he cares, period, and would rather have everything burned, literally. All right, so...
Here's the thing. I think they have had a proven success model of relaunch with a new number 1 whenever the sales dip. And it works every single time. So they don't need to really think about it too hard. I think that's the problem, is that like I do think it is more so like, it's not that they are intentionally kind of like doing a shitty job so they get fired because they can just quit.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's more so there's just simply no reason to change up how they operate.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a very, at this point, proven method of success, really.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem, is that like we can sit here and be like, what is all this bullshit regarding X-Men? But like they still sell like a lot,
Especially
right?
those two books. Yep.
Especially those two books, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's no need to really change what they're doing too much if the sales dips are not that significant,
Yeah.
right? The reason why, Spider-Man doesn't change, even though everybody, we all sit here and we all want him to change. We all, want him to be free of like editorial shackles and all this other shit. It's like top 10.
Yeah, I'll look it up
every
right
month.
now. Yeah, let me see it.
There's just simply not a big enough sales dip
Mm-hmm.
to motivate them to do anything different. And I think it's like, I think Tev is right in the sense that they don't care, but I think it's more so that they just don't need to.
Yeah, because if again, it all boils down to dollars, yo. It all boils down to so if it's like again, go back to the conversation of, how come DC doesn't have, how come these characters doesn't have these? It's because y'all keep telling DC to fuck off every single time they put out certain books for certain characters. But again, Marvel, on the other hand, y'all keep telling Marvel, yes, me, yeah, keep doing that, keep giving us that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see here, where can we find Spider-Man? Amazing Spider-Man is 22 out of the top 50. If I am Marvel, what does that tell me? What does that tell me?
I mean, that's to be fair, that is a pretty catastrophic sales dip from where it like normally is. Normally, it's only the top 5.
Fair enough.
Being in like 22, that's the
top, oh,
being in 22. That's the wait.
Oh no! Look at 11. Look at number 5.
Never mind.
Never mind.
All right.
Never mind.
Whatever. Fuck every point I was about to make.
That's the previous issue. Also.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah. See, okay. Again,
a reprint being in the top 20, being in the top 25.
This
Just
is
stop
why
buying the fucking book.
Bro, this is why we keep telling. Listen, yes, editorial needs to change, but y'all also gotta stop pumping money into these books. That's crazy. This is why they keep saying the book is shit, but when Marvel looks at the numbers, like, oh, yeah, keep them on, keep doing it. That's it, right? So that's where we are. Oh, hey, look. Hey, Steph. Bro, look.
Number
they could have kept it going. They could have kept it going.
They could have kept it going. They could have.
They could have kept it going.
The top 15.
Oh. Hey.
They could have just been like, let it go.
Oh.
Just let it keep going.
Wow.
They definitely could have done that.
Wow. You see what happens when you're a dipshit on Twitter or Blue Sky? You lose a good selling book.
Well, okay, hold up. Dipshit on Blue Sky. That's a little redundant. We don't need to say it twice.
Oh yeah, true. but yeah, so again, like, guys, you gotta speak with your wallets, man. Like, Marvel editorial, y'all need to incentivize Marvel editorial to change, on top of them needing to change too, because the accountability gotta go multiple ways, man. It gotta go multiple. So if you listen again, if you can tell DC fuck you for certain books, y'all should be able to tell Marvel fuck you for certain books too. But this is what it is. This is why they got fucking spanked at Comic-Con, and they will continue to get spanked at cons. So I don't know, man, but I gotta get going because I gotta go grab me gotta have dinner back at home. But yeah. Steph, thank you so much for popping in, man. If you want to go and plug yourself, I'm gonna go ahead and put you up on the screen.
Hold up, before you do that, let me just make sure that my first tweet that you see is not anything crazy. Okay, yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Go ahead.
All right. So you can find me at Steph_man_IDK. Like I always say, I don't tweet. Fuck off. But you know what? I'm you know, I'm not in the mood to tell people to fuck off for real. I mean, like if you wanna follow, then sure. I'm waiting for like one of my friends to hit me up back with their phone number, because they're like, you know, they they're not on Twitter that often, so like I'm just it takes for them like 5-10 days to fucking respond to stuff. So I'm just waiting for them to get like their phone number, so I can text them that way. And then once I get that, I'm gone.
Hey.
I'm just straight up deleting the account. So I don't want to say, I don't want to say don't follow me, but understand that if you're gonna do it, then I ain't gonna be here long. I don't think. But let's have fun while I still am, I guess.
Word. All right. As long as I can still find you, brother, that's all I need to know. As long as I have access to
you follow me on Instagram and you keep sending me like weird gay shit.
Yeah, that's what Instagram is for.
I mean, it is what Instagram is for. I'm just saying, like, as long as you can find me, it's like, brother.
Yeah, I find you every day.
I send you the Marcus shit posts, and you send me weird homoerotic shit, and then you just say us.
Yep. That's how you maintain your friendships.
Robert, I need you to make an impulsive digital purchase.
Oh my gosh, I'm not doing this. Y'all, please listen. If you want to, go follow me on Roliver Queen _. All right. And also, yeah, cool. Y'all can follow me here. Appreciate y'all. I will be back probably tomorrow night to mainly talk about like the ultimate stuff. And also thank you everybody who tuned in. A lot of viewers. Thank you for the people who are in the chat. Tev, Emmanuel. There was one other person here who I want to shout out as well. Frank G, thank you for popping in. Yeah, this was fun. I had a good time talking about how DC done spanked Marvel. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Much love, much peace. It's your boy Roliver Queen and Steph. And we are out.
Later.